guys, welcome back to another episode of Pond World. Right, today's job is that time. My Nexus has been running now for 7 weeks, and what I said I was going to do is then shut down my box filter. So that box filter I'm now going to shut down. I also won't need that UV on, so my pond can now be completely run off the Nexus. Like my little flags, by the way. So that's today's job. And also, I'm not sure if you can see actually on the camera, but where the fish have been uprooting or trying to get in the lily pots, there's stones everywhere, so I'm going to get all them hoovered up as well. So ready for when the spring comes in a couple of months' time. Got a nice clean bottom. There's a few dead plants and stuff that just needs hoovering up. Make sure the water quality is in tip-top condition. Probably also going to get a water test done today as well, and some more of these dead lilies on a cutback as well. So a few little jobs. I've still not sorted out these yet. I still don't know what to do with these. Just try and drill in the back of them and get them on the posts, but I ain't going to worry about that right now. I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm going to do a separate video on my plans for 2022, my projects. I've got a few little projects that I want to get done. Oh, I just saw a fish splashing then, so definitely need to have a look at the water quality. Yeah, so I've got a few little projects I want to get done in 2022, in terms of I need to get these tiles on the wall, and there's a few other little stuff I want to get done as well. So I'm going to do that in a separate video, I think. So at the minute, let's start shutting down that filter. Oh, by the way, before I do that, let's have a look at this water clarity, guys. Honestly, it is so clear. The camera, although we're not focusing in a minute, and it just, there we go. Clarity at the minute is absolutely brilliant since I've installed the Nexus, honestly. But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant at the minute. And the water's only just come back on because we've had a bloody power cut, which was off for about half an hour. Everything went off for half an hour, which wasn't good. Now it's all back up and running. I think I might have sent it a little bit murky doing that, but it's still really clear. It's really nice. And like I said before, the fish absolutely thriving. And the weather has gone balmy, because the outside temperature is 15 degrees. 15 degrees in the outside temperature, and the pond temperature is 10 degrees. So I've given them a little bit of food this morning, which they've gobbled up quite quickly. I didn't put a lot in, for about half an handful, but they're swimming around. Like I said, they've eaten the food. I might put a bit more in later on if it stays like this. But yeah, the weather's gone balmy. So they're loving life. Once I do disconnect all this, my pump that's running the Nexus, because remember I am pump fed, because that's sat there at the minute, and the pump that's doing the box filter is in the deepest part, which is there. So once that's gone, I'll move the Nexus pump into that position, which is further down, and I do need to cut some of the hose, because the hose is like a bit like an anaconda, it's too long. So I'm going to get that cut as well. How you doing, Big Mama? Can't see you. There's Bex. Beautiful. Beautiful. Talking to me? Of course she ain't. She's talking to that furry creature there. Right. Couldn't vlog it as a win because it started bloody raining, but one box filter empty. My media, my alpha grog, and my what's that called, flow core in there for a minute. Just got to disconnect the UV from the pump. I can clean the pump down and I can save that pump if I ever come to need it. I think I'm gonna keep hold of this. I'm not getting rid of it, because if I do set up a fry tank, which is one of my plans, at least I can run it off that filter, to be honest. So yeah, we're getting there. So I'm just going to disconnect those now, and then we can sort the anaconda out for the pump that's feeding the Nexus, and I can cut some plants back and we can give it an over. I've had to change my shoes, they're getting drenched. This grass is just so waterlogged, it's unbelievable. Look at this, what the pump's clogged up in. Nice. Right guys, I'll take you around here. Time got the better of me because it started raining. I had to stop for a bit, but all the box filters now out. I've moved some plants around because when that grows massive, so that can sort of take up that corner. And I have cut down the anaconda pipe, which I call it because it was dead long. You can just see it now, look, coming through. So that's lowering out, and the pump has then dropped down to the lowest level. I've murked it up a bit because I've been messing around with the plants, and one of the plants fell in the water and it went everywhere, so I've got to sort that. But obviously I've run out of light as it's dark, so I'll come back tomorrow and we can do a bit more, because I still need to get the hoover around the pond vac and get all these dead plants that have gone to the bottom, get all that up, get all these stones up, so I can do that tomorrow now. But at least now the box filter's gone and I'm running completely now off the Nexus, so time will tell if it's going to do its job. It's going to need a bit of a top up as well, which I can do tomorrow. Fish are swimming around, they're fine. So what I've done now, the bulb has gone on that, so that is working. So I've only got now actually 2 switches, because I've got the UV, the Nexus pump, which is that one. So pump 2, which ran the box, and the UV, which ran the box, are now redundant. So I've got 2 spare switches. The feature pump I put on in the summer for the aeration, that goes on in the corner. So 2 spare switches. So once I get some lights, I think I can put the lights in there. I'm going to give this a bit of a clean tomorrow now. There's a lot of sediment gone in there since I've been messing around with the pond, so I should just quickly do it now. May as well do it now, I suppose, I know. Right, next day, I'm having to do a Nexus clean, because since I've turned off the box filter, this needed cleaning. But all the media is in buckets of water, just in case. Keep the bacteria alive. I'm going to get the water test done probably today or tomorrow. I don't have to leave it another day or so without the box filter, just then I can see how much the Nexus is coping on its own. We'll do a water test. What I am a bit worried about, I'm not sure if it's a change of the ecosystem or what, but since yesterday the fish are hiding a bit. The little ones have gone all near the plant pots, my tench are behind the plant pots, so I'm hoping they've just gone a bit scared when I was messing around with the pond yesterday. Hoping it's nothing too serious. So I suppose I'm better off doing a water test today, just in case. I can do that actually while that's churning away. I'm going to give it a vacuum as well and try and get as much of these pebbles up that's all over the bottom of the pond. Get them up as much as possible. So I'm going to get all that ready, which is in the shed. Right, the good news is ammonia 0, supposed to be yellow. Nitrites, well, I'd say it's about 0.5, it's not 0. That has definitely gone up since I've since I last tested it. So I don't know if it's gone up before I disconnected the box filter, or has it gone up before I did that? But that has gone up. So what am I going to do, because I'm hoovering out the pond, that's doing the water change anyway, plus I'm cleaning out the filter, so I could take a bit more water out, so that'll be classed as my water change, and then I'll test it again tomorrow. But yeah, I need to get that down. Now my garden is like an absolute bog site. Look at the state of this. So when you're pond vacking, it isn't bloody easy. I've ruined my jocking lawn. Oh, I'm now having to fill it up. I'm into quite a lot of water with that. So that's doing the water change as well. So I'm going to give it another test tomorrow with the nitrites. I thought my ammonia would be pretty high as well if I've got high nitrites, but I'd say the ammonia was 0. So this is going to take a while, I think, to fill up. The only problem is with these carbon filters, you can only do 4 litres a minute. I've emptied more water than I thought I was going to do. Because normally when I do a water change, the amount of water I'm taking out and putting in, I obviously used to treat it with the liquid stuff. It's the first time I've used this carbon one. So I think I'm just going to leave that alone for the night. Well, not for the whole night, but for the evening. Just hopefully I don't forget. So yeah, also to try and help, I've chucked a load of more of these little pond balls in. I normally chuck a few in when I do a filter clean anyway. I'm going to go and get some more tomorrow because I've nearly run out. I reckon I have to do another water change, filter clean, because I've been messing around with the hoovering. This is already getting dirty. We'll see what it's like. Right, I'm losing light again. There's not a lot I can do now until that fills back up. The fish settle down. Chased him around the pond a bit with the UVO, I didn't like it. Fingers crossed I can get these nitrites down. Right, it was a bit of an emergency last night. Thanks to a bit of advice from Vince at Twisted Koi and Lau at the French Koi Connection and a couple of people from the Facebook pages, I reinstalled it. They all said it was probably far too early to disconnect it all. So last night, it was dark, I came back out and I connected it back up. Because luckily I left the pump in the pond anyway, so that was still wired up. So it was just a case of putting, and the media I did keep in the buckets of pond water. So there was only in there for 24 hours, so I shouldn't have lost too much the good bacteria. And obviously I still had a load more hose as well. So I've got it all back in. I've not put the UV on. Obviously it's still winter anyway, so it's not highly important. But if I've still got this running come the spring, then I've just got to split the pipe and get the UV on there as well. So, oh, what I've also done, I've put this on the end. So now the water's not shooting straight down, it's making a bit of a flow. The fish seem to love that a bit more. They just sort of swim around in circles a bit now, so see how we'll go with that. Although the water level isn't as high as I normally have it, so what I'm going to do when I do my next water change, I am going to split that and I can bring that further up. So I'll do my water test later on and just see if the nitrites have gone down any. Hopefully they've not gone up, so I'll see what it's like, and then obviously I'm going to get another water change done if they've not come down. And I didn't get all these stones out though, it was more or less impossible. But I cleared a lot of muck out. So yeah, fingers crossed when I do this water test the nitrites haven't gone up even more. The fish seem to be okay, so I can't see that they've gone up more. Swimming around alright. Gave him some food this morning. I didn't give him a lot, obviously with the high nitrites. I only put in a very small amount of food this morning. These mild temperatures in winter, it's gone crazy. We went up to 15 degrees outside temperature yesterday. The pond was about 12, so I've gone right up. But I've not checked them yet this morning. flooded the garden. Absolutely flooded. Made a right mess here. Plans though for this year, we are going to extend these slabs. They're going to come up here and go down. It'll be a lot easier by the pond. And also, yes, I still need to sort these tiles out. But look at this, right mess. And the muddy boots. So pond temperature, which was 12 degrees yesterday and is 12 degrees today. And outside temperature went to 15 yesterday and it's 15 again today. So very mild, although next week is supposed to cool down again. Won't be surprised if these plants start putting in a few shoots. In fact they are, look. This is how balmy the weather's gone. It's December, well, January now. It's New Year's Day. We've got some green shoots coming up in the plants. That's the balmy British weather for you. Right, I'm absolutely over the moon because just overnight my nitrites is back to 0. In fact, it's better than what it was the last time I tested it before I disconnected my old filter. Because, yeah, it was about 0.5 then. Now, completely 0. Absolutely chuffed to bits. So thanks to everyone who replied to me on the Facebook page. And also thanks to Vince from Twisted Koi and Lau from French Koi Connection on your replies on YouTube, because massively helped. So like I say, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep that old filter now running until the spring. Just keep it going. I might have the same issue again once I do disconnect it in the spring, but I think water changes should be fine. So absolutely over the moon, chuffed to bits. Crack on. Right guys, I'm just going to do a quick update because I didn't do an ending for this vlog, so I'm just editing the video now, ready to go up onto YouTube. I just want to say I've done another 2 water tests since you've seen it on this video. And my nitrites, thank God, I nearly swore then, Twisted Koi, I'm taking after you. Thank God they are still 0, and so is my ammonia, so my 2 toxic ones are absolutely perfect. So obviously thanks for the help in that, in getting it all rectified, and I'll definitely keep my box filter now running at least until the spring, and then we'll see again. But yeah, so thanks guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, hit the bell to get those notifications, and stick around, plenty more to come, and I'll see you next time.